Yep, that's me. Hi, I'm Alexa. I'm a year 3 natural sciences student at UCL, and this is a week in my life in term 3. This was the last week of term and the academic year, and I had quite a few things lined up, so this video comes to you in 4 parts. First things first, I had my last exam on Tuesday, which was my literature review presentation. I only had 5 minutes to go through everything I had researched the past few months, so scripting it was more about what not to say since I could go on and on about my topic. I had prepared the slides and script beforehand, so I just spent the Monday before reviewing it, timing myself and also looking through the rubrics. Then I spent some time writing a few emails to a few researchers. I really wanted to work in either an oncology field or something related to proton therapy this summer, but I couldn't find anything on the UCL Careers website. So what I did instead is I went to the UCL Iris platform, which is where all the researchers have their information and research projects available. I searched for the areas that I was interested in, and then I dropped the researchers an email. Before that, I also checked whether their research groups had any vacancies and whether the researchers themselves were okay with random students contacting them, just because, some people might not like that. I got quite lucky with a few replies and had a call with 2 researchers. I ended up being offered an internship with a company working on a blood test for lung cancer, so I'm really excited about that. On Tuesday, I knew I was gonna have a really long day, so I went to one of my favorite cafes near campus called Speedy's for breakfast. After that, I had my literature review presentation, which, to be honest, didn't go so hot. I got super nervous even though I had rehearsed quite a few times, and while I got good feedback on my content and slides, I knew my delivery was quite off. Anyway, I didn't have much time to dwell on it because right after I had rehearsals for High School Musical 2, the musical. I have been wanting to do a musical for a very long time, and I'm so glad I finally plucked up the courage to audition because this has been the highlight of term 3 so far. On Tuesday, we had our first dry run with all the costume changes, prop changes, cast, crew, and band, and it was so surreal to see everything come together. We ran through the show quite a few more times that day because the next day was our opening night and very first show. On Wednesday, we bumped into the space, and then we had a tech run. Soon after that, the doors were being opened and it was time for the show.
Because this moment's really all we have. Every day of our lives, wanna find you there. Oh, God, it's
How am I supposed to bump and block when I'm slicing and dicing?
Tell me what we need championships?
Reality check, mon ami. That stuff doesn't matter in the real world.
Seriously, guys, when Foley called me, he only said there were Wildcat bands at Logan Springs and jobs were available. He never said Sharpay's dad owns the place.
I can't believe she broke up with you.
We had 3 shows in total, 1 on Wednesday and 2 on Thursday, and it just flew by all so quickly. Before I knew it, the last show had come and gone, and that was the end of High School Musical 2. I still have all the songs ringing in my head and all these very weird voice notes on my phone of random melodies from the show. I really got so lucky getting to work with such an amazing group of people, and I hope I can make some time again next year to do another musical because it was so much fun. That Friday I spent half the day mourning, but that night I had the Student Union Arts Awards. I was part of the Salsa Society committee this year, and we were nominated for 3 awards. I was also nominated for an Arts Colors Award, so this was the first time actually having stakes at an award ceremony in UCL. The event itself was incredible. It had everything from cotton candy, popcorn, live music, and many performances by the other art societies. A lot of the cast members from High School Musical 2 were also there because their previous production, She Loves Me, was also nominated, and it was such a joy seeing them get recognized for all their hard work. And then it was time for the big moment of truth. I was a bit nervous, but honestly, I was just really happy to be there. The fact that we were nominated for not just 1 or 2 but 3 big awards really blew my mind, and I'm so proud of the committee this year.
Every time they mention the relationship with the student union, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying our best. We try our best.
Salsa Society. The winner is. The red lights are insane. Salsa Society.
Anyways, I have not spontaneously broken down into tears as many times as I have in that night. We won 2 awards and I cannot wait to keep going as Salsa Sock's next president next year. After that, we gathered at my place for a little celebration, but we didn't want to sleep too late because we were performing at the summer festival the next day. On Saturday, the team had practice, and then I stopped over at the Pitted Olive for lunch. After that, we all hopped over to Hackney for the actual performance. We had 3 performances by our bachata, salsa, and newly formed Rueda team. The crowd was super lively, and the bachata and Rueda performances went so well. This was our last performance as a society for 22-23, so it was really great seeing everyone one last time. When the salsa team came on, our music actually started early and cut out quite a few times, so there was a bit of confusion, but we managed to recover and get back on track. And then we ended off the performances by hyping up the crowd with a small animation, and my friend Eliana and I were leading the crowd. This was the last time I got to perform with her on stage because she was leaving London the next month, so I'm really glad we got it on video. On Sunday, I took some time to recover and just process the extremely hectic week. But thank you so much for joining me and hope you have a good summer break. See you soon!